This is Geometry B. I am going to go over trigonometric ratios. That's a weird word, trigonometric, like trigonometry, which is one of the first lessons in Geometry B. So this will be a really quick video on what the different trigonometric ratios are. Here we have a picture of a triangle, and it's a right triangle. We know it's a right triangle because there is a 90-degree angle at angle C. Across from that is the hypotenuse, which is the longest side of the triangle. And then there are two legs, AC, which is adjacent to angle A, and BC, which is opposite side of A. So one of them is adjacent, which means touching, and one of them is opposite. So those are some key things to know about the triangle. And then you have your ratios. So the sine, it's not sin, it's pronounced sine. Sine of angle A, or sine A, is the length of what side in relation to A. So that is adjacent. If I were to go back up to this, see this adjacent side down here on the bottom. I hope you can see my cursor. This side adjacent to A, so adjacent over hypotenuse. And all these are some of the guided notes that are available in your course. So let me write on here. Okay, adjacent. So it is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent. Or if you wanted to like give yourself like a quick way to remember it, sine equals oh, I didn't even write hypotenuse. It's spelled with an H, not a 0. Let me get my eraser. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So the cosine is opposite. Does opposite have one O or, yeah, two P's? Opposite. So, and you could say cosine, or C, equals opposite O over hypotenuse. And then tangent is what you get when you go to the beach. Tangent is adjacent over adjacent over opposite over adjacent. Yeah. I'm going to put opposite over adjacent. Hopefully you can write nicer than I can. Adjacent, or T for tangent, equals O over A. So just write these down and keep them handy for when you are working with trig functions. You could even come up with like an easy way to remember them. I always just write them down because I'm bad at pronouncing things. So sine is adjacent over hypotenuse, cosine is opposite over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay, So let me get my eraser and clean this up a bit. And I'm going to rewrite my things over on the other side so I have them handy. So sine is adjacent over hypotenuse, cosine is opposite over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay, now we're going to use this information in these formulas to answer the question here. Find each of the trigonometric ratios for triangle ABC. So the hypotenuse is 5, because that's across from the 90-degree angle. And this is a hypotenuse. And angle A, so 4 is adjacent. Well, let's not do any of that yet. Hold on just a second. I'm going to erase this part right here. Okay. We know for sure that the hypotenuse is 5. Now, if we look at cosine of angle A, so here is angle A, right? And cosine is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite of A is 3. And the hypotenuse is 5. And then tangent of angle A, so tangent is opposite over adjacent. So opposite of A is 3. And then adjacent, we're doing tangent, so it's opposite over adjacent. Adjacent to A, touching A is 4, so that's 3 over 4. Now we're going to look at angle B, and I'm going to do this in green. So angle B is up here. So cosine of B is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite of B is 4, and the hypotenuse is 5. That doesn't change. So 4 over 5. Tangent of B is opposite over adjacent. So opposite B is 4, and adjacent to B is 3. So all you really need to know is identify like where your angle is. We're dealing with angle B. Opposite B is 4, like across from it, right? And then touching B is 3. So that's adjacent, 4 over 3. Kind of made a mess there. Okay, so let me know how you feel about that. Hopefully it answers some questions, and as long as you have the formulas handy that you can reference, take notes. You can use your notes on the test. You should be able to solve the problems. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and hope to see you in the next class.